Alright. I don't know what's more intimidating, all you eyes or that camera right there. Hello and good evening. My name is Greggory Hahn, and I live in rural Deschler, in the middle of a cornfield, and yes, I know I'm tall. I'm currently graduating with a degree in business management, but will be returning in the fall to pursue the crop and soil management degree here at Northwest State. While many may recognize me as a familiar face here on campus, like trying and failing to sing or dance, my story is much like any other student here at Northwest. So here's my story and why sometimes it pays to listen. Growing up as a child, I was the youngest of two, and like many siblings, my sister Manny and I only got along when my dad told us to. So here's, Some students here have either been raised on the farm or grew up around the farm. And well, I'm not much different. My life revolved and currently still does around the farm, where I grew up raising and showing over 35 goats alongside of my sister. At age 8, I was given more responsibilities than what most kids my age had. I woke up early every morning to take care of the goats before school, just in time to watch my dad come home from a long night at work, just to put in another full day of doing the chores that my sister and I couldn't get done. Life was never easy for me growing up, and nothing was ever handed to me. With having been diagnosed with hypothyroidism and low muscle tone at a young age, I struggled through my first couple of years in school. As I just said, school never came easy for me, so I looked up to my sister, who always seemed to do well in everything she did, but please don't tell her that. Wanting to follow in her footsteps, I showed goats and achieved both the state and American FFA degree, just like her. When I was in 7th grade, my sister enrolled into college and moved away to follow her dream of going into ag education. 6 months later, she decided that was not the path she wanted to take, and therefore transferred to another school, wanting to pursue a career as a vet tech. Still not happy, she then chose to pursue another degree at a community college. With having a full-time job, she was left with a difficult decision, that full-time job or a full-time student. She ended up realizing college is just not for her. Already liking her job, being engaged, and ready to settle down, she chose not to complete her college education and work full-time. I was on the brink of entering high school at Patrick Henry in 2009, and I didn't know what my future had in store. Once I hit high school, things within my family took a turn for the worse. At the age of 15, my sister, aged 22, we watched as her dad went on a 2-year medical leave, which left our family struggling to make ends eat. However, on the bright side, he was able to watch every single game of March Madness for those 2 years. My dad was loving it, but Mom, she hated it. Living paycheck to paycheck, there was no extra money for me to go out with friends or to buy new things. In fact, my sophomore year in high school, my parents could not even afford to buy my basketball shoes, and in turn, my coach ended up paying for them just so I could play that year. Well, I made the team look taller, so that's why. We almost lost everything that year, including our house. At that age, I wasn't exactly sure what that meant, but I was old enough to connect the dots. My biggest fear as I finished high school was ending up like my parents, living paycheck to paycheck, or being like my sister, trying to find a college where I belonged, only to realize college wasn't really for me. I decided that I wanted to be different, and I didn't want to take that path that my sister did, or have the struggles like my parents did. I was going to learn from their mistakes, and work towards something greater, something that I was passionate about. In turn, I decided to pursue my passion of agriculture through a business degree here at Northwest State. After my sister's negative experience with a large college, she advised me to go somewhere small. At first, I didn't want to listen to her because, as a young boy living in Ohio, your one dream is to go to Ohio State, and be a Buckeye, unless you grew up being a Michigan fan. Hey now. I knew my sister was wiser and knew what was best for me, but I still wanted to go to OSU. However, reality struck. It came to the point where the monetary part of Ohio State was just too much for me, and so I did what my sister told me to do. I enrolled at Northwest State in the fall of 2012. I soon found out that my sister was right. Bigger isn't always better. Here at Northwest, my professors treat me as more than just a number on a piece of paper. I'm not just that super tall guy that people comment on. I'm a person that people notice as being a fun, relaxing, laid-back, good guy, somebody who they can make friends with. They provide you with one-on-one interaction that ultimately builds a student-teacher relationship that carries on all through your college experience. A big university doesn't really provide you with that. As I walk through this atrium every day, people call me by my name or, hey, it's that dude who, and then whatever I did that week, like taking second in the ugly sweater contest, or trying to imitate Kenny Chesney while under hypnosis. With being affordable and close to home, it seems like the best decision for me, and it truly has been, thanks to my sister. There's not been one moment that has gone by that I've regretted my decision to come pursue my degree here at Northwest State. But then I ask myself, what if? What if I went down the same path my dad did and worked at the factory straight out of high school? 1, would my body hold up to the factory life? 2, would I regret not getting an education? Or 3, did I live my life to the fullest? What if I followed down my sister's path? Would I be successful at obtaining a degree? Would I have to choose between a full-time job or a college education? Would I realize college is not for me? What is the answer to these what-ifs? It's simple. You're looking at it. I'm standing here before you. I have made my own path. I can proudly say I will graduate with a degree from Northwest State Community College. As I sat on my computer writing this speech, a theme occurred throughout. Listen to the people who care the most, even if you don't want to. Listen to those people who will ultimately allow you to create a path down something you want to do, and you will have the support as you venture down that path. In high school, I was a member of the FFA, and that is where I was taught to create your own path. The motto is, learning to do, doing to learn, earning to live, and living to serve. I completed 2 parts of that motto, learning to do and doing to learn. How, may you ask? I've learned to do what was best for me, and that was attending Northwest State. And I'm doing the best I can to learn and educate myself every day here at the college. Who can I thank for teaching me to create my own path? Who can I thank for showing me and telling me what the right thing to do was? I can thank my sister for all of this. She may not know how much I've appreciated her and looked up to her. To this moment, I still do, because I want to be standing here talking to you at this moment. If she hadn't told me, bigger isn't always better. However, she could not be in attendance tonight. Northwest State has provided me with so many opportunities and has given me the support to be successful as I pursue my ag career. I'm thankful to the Foundation and all of you here tonight for the scholarship I have received. This scholarship will allow me to study with a peace of mind that my expenses will be covered for, and I have a future I know I'll be happy with. And for that, I thank you. I'd also like to congratulate all the recipients of tonight's scholarship ceremony. And last but not least, I would like to thank my parents for always supporting me and encouraging me even when times get rough. I would like to thank my sister for being the reason why I'm standing before you here tonight. My dad for being my chauffeur, and Mom, thanks for being my date. I love you guys. Thank you all. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Go Bucks.